Howdy everybody, and welcome back to an edition of The Rising Legends, our first D&D campaign.
You recovered after a short rest.
Now, introductions are in order. I, of course, am your kindness with love overlord, Vertigo Extraordinary Duality. We've been joined by the flamboyant flyer, Flutter 98.
Coding! 満を持して。
The savage beam queen ultimate our girl.
Toss me a goddamn fanfic.
No.
Honey, I did that last week. What do you mean? You want another one?
Yes.
I'm sure I'll not tossing you one. The Crimson Visor, Cody Crimson.
I'm awake. Maybe.
Maybe.
Do not fall asleep during this, Scotty.
Please
Trust
don't.
me, DLBot. If I do fall asleep,
see-
I'm blaming. I am telling that coffee brand they're not strong enough.
Our spirit king
And it's
Hiiro.
like, I think he's.
Hopefully I don't live up to that title tonight.
And finally, our DM, Markus.
Greetings, and I will remind everyone I'm not trying to kill you. I just managed.
Yes, sure, you're not.
I just managed
Sure.
the things that will be trying to kill you.
Yeah, he totally doesn't do the dice rolls for all the monsters that are trying to kill us tonight or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for my and by the way, my Roll20 is still having connection interruption issues. Why?
Wah, wah.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go grab a drink and something to eat real quick. While I'm doing that, would our DM care to enlighten our audience as to what happened in our last adventure?
Yes, I can do that.
I got some more Chinese and I got a vanilla Coke.
Did he mean right now? Probably did. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, in the previous adventure, if you've caught up, our band of adventurers has plunged into the depths of the Sunless Citadel, looking now for two things. For two adventurers that were the kin of the merchant in Oakhurst, as well as on behest of the Kobold Chief. They are searching for a white dragon named Crixix, which was their pet, stolen from them by goblins that control the other part of the Citadel.
Also picking up any loot along the way because loot is good.
Our adventurers avoided a dangerous trap only to find a door locked by magic they couldn't get into. They activated a trap after fighting some rats, only to open a door and bring forth more rats, including a big mama rat, the name of which was, if I did not say that, which I really didn't, was Guthash, which is goblin for bloated one. The mother rat, which was ceremoniously dispatched and kicked into a pit, Sparta style. A door was opened, and a bell was rung attached to the door that led down a hallway with caltrops. A little small half wall at the end of the hallway, over which peeked two goblins that began to shoot arrows at the party. That door was subsequently closed before you ventured around to find the room and fight the rats. There was some loot found, and since this was a one-way in, one-way out location, the party decided to settle down for a long rest. Gears, your Warforged Paladin, went into a meditative state where he was still aware to keep watch. And that is where our adventure begins tonight.
Oh, nice. Okay, so last time when we decided on the long sleep, I already fixed my stuff. That's good.
I feel like I slept through a week. Does anyone else feel like that?
Yep. And the reminder is that again, everything that you have that uses up between a short rest, that's hit points, spell slots, dragon breath usage. I'm trying to think of anything you have that says you can use it once per long rest. If you used it, it's back. Here's the thing though, long rests can only happen once a day. It's like going like overnight sleep. So
Yeah.
you can take short rests for hit points, but it will be a while before you can. I mean, you've been in here basically since you've gotten to the Sunless Citadel before you went to sleep. It had only been several hours. So,
Right.
from the point you started, like really started even descending into the dungeon. So that's where we're at. I will say I rolled at the end of the adventure last week, so I would know whether I had to set up anything or not. There were no wandering counters throughout the night, so the night ended uneventfully, and that's where we begin. There's always a danger when you long rest that something wanders along and finds you, but it did not last night. Last night was uneventful,
Thank God.
and that's where we're at.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, what's up, Danger?
So I saw this in my art, and this is a side note before we start. Do you guys remember me talking about running a zombie game on another thing?
Yeah. Why?
Did I show you folks this? Let
Hang
me
on.
see if I can drag it onto the thing. Can I? Yeah, I'll make that zoom up. So this was the map. Forget it. I'll put it on another thing. I'll show it to you later. Otherwise, I'd have to put it in a handout and that kind of thing. And there's no need for that in this game. I found my picture of the King of North America, of New America, and the map of the new North American territories. It's kind of cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, since it's probably been the amount of the long rest time, just slowly start waking up. Just like, shit, the floor's hard. Oh, fuck.
I feel like I slept for a week. Anyone else?
That's
Oh,
what it
morning.
feels like.
Morning. Goes into canteen. Alcohol.
No.
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 It's the breakfast of champions.
I quickly swipe away the keg. No, the last time you had this, as your accuracy, he was incredibly inaccurate. Right, I will confiscate this.
Accuracy,
Or was his inaccuracy incredibly accurate?
look,
Point being, last
Here.
time you were drunk, you almost got fucking killed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Give me back my canteen. That was me father's and his father's. His father's before that. Give that back, or I'm unscrewing your bolts.
I understand this. I understand that this is important to you, but I would suggest not drinking from it too.
At least
much
in
will
here.
Jeopardize your aim.
Yeah, at least not in here.
Aim, yeah. I never use this bow really, so why would I need to aim it?
Okay, I will be the bow person.
I only use it if it calls for a quick kill. If I want to play with my opponent, I've got my rapier.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, I quite like using my bow, so if he fucks up on accuracy, I will correct his mistake.
Okay. Ladies, and Lady Robot, quit fighting. You're all pretty.
Bitch, I'm adorable.
Yeah, I know you.
I am very confused.
the
by this
Dragonborn
statement.
thinks he's funny.
I do not understand this. Is that an insult? I'm very confused by this. I am not a lady robot. In fact, I'm not. necessarily have a gender or a person.
Jesus Christ, it was a joke!
It's a figure of speech, bolthead,
Exactly.
wanker.
So, where were we?
A shot of bourbon in the morning calms the nerves.
We should probably get out. We should probably go through.
Very well. Here is your keg back.
Canteen with a keg. I'm not carrying a keg with me.
Kegs are way too big.
Okay,
Yeah, there's a bit of a difference.
he's not a dwarf.
Yeah, I don't think my pockets are big enough to hold a keg.
Well, that's a D&D biology lesson for you. So, humans like 87% water. Orcs like 17%. Dwarves 90% beer.
Okay.
No. I do believe it this time we get out of here.
Oh, let's get out of this room at least.
Very
Yeah,
well,
let's get the
very
hell
well.
out of here.
Okay, I'm just gonna move myself to right there since it would be more than I said. Go through and then move out of the way. Let's put myself there. Actually, there we go. Well, you coming out of the room, you bozos, or what?
I'm a coming. And I'm gonna avoid that. Whoop.
Please mind both the traps and the dead rats.
Please keep your hands and feet outside of the trap, thank you.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Man, who knows? Man, I knew that dead rats actually smell bad, but my God, that's repulsive.
I would not know. I cannot smell.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Exactly.
In the words of Captain America, I understood that reference.
That's right.
No, I do believe it's time we get out of here.
What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun? Lukewarm.
Oh God. Jesus Christ. Okay, so now where?
That was good. Applause.
Yeah.
At this point, we do need to slowly, obviously, make our way back the way we came, because since this is leading nowhere, we obviously kind of, So, there we go.
Alright, let's.
Well, you both coming? Okay. Well, you all coming or what?
God damn it! Oh, mage, come on.
Well, hey! I'm a dragon here, you dum-dum, not an elf. Thank you.
I meant the other rogue.
Okay, so now. Well, actually, wait. Okay, so do we want to go back towards the
I believe we should go back to the way that we saw all those goblins.
Well, that would mean we'd be going back. I believe this.
Goblins.
I believe that means we'd be going this way.
Yes.
No, wait, what did I do? Oh yeah, it's right over here. Okay, let's do
This, you recognize this door has the damage 3 feet up that you now know was attached to a bell on the other side.
Oh boy.
Well, boys, if we die, it's been nice knowing you all.
There's no. By the way, there's just for Scotty in particular. There's no traps on the door, so we don't. We already tested this out last time. There are traps on the other side of the door, though. But
in the form of 2 giant goblins.
Yeah. So
and there's also some
caltrops.
Caltrops, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant by trap. The goblins is the ugly part.
They're even D4s.
Be aware. That's right. Legos. They're just a bunch of Legos. So
D4s.
I explained this mechanic last time, but I'll say it again because just to refresh everybody, and also because Scotty wasn't here, and I want to say Flutter may have already been gone at this point or around this time. So let me explain the things. The caltrops on the floor cover the entire area beyond this door. You know that because you've seen it. Any creature that enters an area that has a caltrops in it must roll a dexterity, a DC 15. That means you got to roll a dexterity saving throw of 15, or stop moving and take 1 point of piercing damage. And until you regain 1 hit point, your walking speed is reduced to 10 feet. Anybody moving through an area at half speed doesn't need to make the saving throw. So meaning you're walking more carefully. So if you want to avoid having to roll for caltrop damage and stopping your movement, you will have to move through this area at half speed.
So
which I believe would be like almost like a tile per round at that point.
No, it would be. I think most of your speeds are 30, so it would be 3 tiles.
So, okay, 3 tiles done. All right, so yeah, so since we obviously know at this point, obviously open the door slowly and carefully make our way in there.
Okay, who's going in first?
Nick.
Not it.
Not it.
All right.
And he already went through.
Going in slowly as you are. Do me a favor and make me a stealth check, please.
One of the character sheet.
As soon as he's done with that, I'll make my way in next.
Oh, and by the way,
Okay.
apologies, Scotty, but while you were gone, there was a point where Dad tried to do a horrible Scottish accent.
Oh yeah,
It was bad.
I was playing your character. It was horrific though.
It was.
Yeah, it can't be as bad as DLBot.
Yeah, it was bad.
Accent, though.
Oi!
All right.
Yeah, that's an 11 on the stealth.
Let's see. Hold on. We're gonna see if they see you. First one did not. He's not paying attention. Second one, however, nudges his friend and goes, "Hey, did you see that guy just come through the door?"
No. The first guy, like the second guy, nudges the first one, like, "Hey, do you see him?" And he's just staring. He's staring at a fly, just going.
Yep.
Hey,
So
you ever heard of our
I will give everyone their half speed movement before we need to roll for initiative. Because they saw you, but you will have time to move in before they react.
So I'm just gonna move into about.
Or you could go crazy and try to charge the whole way and make your rolls.
No, that's what I was saying. I was either gonna go the suggested 3 tiles or just kind of enter the room like.
I'm just gonna be like right. I'm just gonna be right here, being like.
Can't end your movement on a turn with another player.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, that's right. Oh shit.
So.
Jagamort, go in front of me. I'm tiny.
Fine, I'll go in for. Okay, Flutter, you're gonna have to occupy a different space because that's kind of what's going on right here. So just pick the Flutter. You don't have a choice here.
Flutter.
Fine.
Flutter, be our sacrifice. Go in front.
Yeah.
All right.
Serenade the goblin.
Oh my god.
And you know what that means.
Let's do it.
Turn.
Wait, how do I do initiative again?
Click
Yes.
on your token and hit the initiative thing on your character. Top side.
Okay, let's see. Come on. Please.
That's not terrible.
Come on.
Hey, hon, you did better than me.
Holy shit, I got the highest one. One again.
You were saying?
Fuck.
Boom! Yes! But it was just like, excuse me?
Like, and you were saying?
Boom, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way!
I love this.
All right, it is the bard's turn.
All right. I am going to cast Thunderwave.
You could at least give us some. I was gonna say you could at least give us some protection. God damn it!
Oh yeah. Some.
Like, hello?
Well, we are in combat, so
We are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast level 1 Thunderwave spell on both of the goblins.
Well, it'd be a 15-foot cube in front of you, so it definitely would hit both of them. They are poked up over the top at this point.
All right.
With their bows ready. All right, DC. Oof. Oof. That's a nice roll. All right. So they have to make a Constitution save.
Oh boy.
And for a DC 14, Goblin number 1 on the right. Goblin number two on the left.
I kind of feel bad for the one goblin.
All right.
Ouch.
Now, Thunder, that is, if I'm not mistaken, that is half damage if they fail.
I believe so, but let me double check the actual. Okay.
I mean, that's what I would assume it would be. Where's the
Wait, let's see. Let me go onto my spells. If on a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful day, yep, half damage.
All right. So,
and just to be safe, let me just.
So here's the good news. I've told you about damage. When we do half damage, we always round up.
right?
This goblin on the right is annihilated and flies back against the other wall. This goblin holds onto the wall, tries to resist being pushed back, but it does enough damage to kill him.
Okay, I mean, this battle meant nothing, I guess.
It was a lot of. That was a max damage roll for the Thunder Wave.
I know.
So in the words of Phil Swift, that's a lot of damage.
I guess you could say they were thunderstruck.
Okay, god damn it.
I'll give you that one.
Okay, so
Darn.
So now that
I was gonna use my javelin.
so these
all my
goblins are
fun
dead
flutter.
The little mini wall here is only about 3 feet, easy for you guys to vault over it with no problem.
So
see, here's the thing, though. Yeah, but we're talking. There's also, I think, hey, Han, how tall is your character again?
Huh?
How tall is your character?
Like 5 feet?
Yeah, she's regular. She's medium sized.
She's poking 2 foot over the wall. Then it's just me. I'm double the height of the fucking wall. It's like I could just fall over this and I'd still make it.
Yeah.
I can just go limp and fall over the wall.
Hey, Dragonwood, you mind just picking me up and tossing me over, but careful with my hips.
Ooh.
I mean, I could.
Fastball special.
You know what? Hey, you know what, Hud? I'm picking you up, and guess what? It's happening. Hey, Gearbox, catch it, catch.
Yeah, you just pick me up and whee!
I am open.
I'm open.
okay. So
Okay.
Next is going to roll stealth and scout ahead. He's going to tell the party he's going to scout ahead.
Okay, let me tell you what you see in this room first, so you're aware of what's happening. In this room, there is filth on the wall and floors, stains it. Shabby hides and a fire pit attest to years of use of this room, and has seen the hands of creatures unconcerned with hygiene.
Yeah.
And and then of course on the eastern side of the southern walls are crudely mortared half wall complete with crenellations. So now there's 2 dead goblins in addition to that. So do you want to do anything in this room before your one of your rogues sneaks forward?
So before I sneak forward, I'm just going to say, Nectar's just going to reach into his pocket and pull out this tiny little bottle and rub over his hands. It's filth.
But yeah, we should probably check the goblins for what they might have.
So stealth check before I go through.
Yep, go ahead. The room, there's nothing really in the room. The room, search of the room turns up. There's some putrid jerky, some vinegary wine, and some really bad water skins, and a bunch of worthless clutter. All right, so move in. You may move through the door, Nix.
Yes.
There we go.
I'm going to be moving at half speed just to.
Okay, to stay stealth. All right. You may continue down. You may go down 10. You may move down 10 feet until I will actually 10 feet. And in any other spot you move to at this point that you haven't already been, I will require another stealth check.
Okay. So every 10 feet another stealth check.
Every 5 it's another tile.
So
at this point, yep.
Move there.
All right.
Stealth.
Now, what can you see anything up here with your current lighting?
I need to pan over just a sec. Yes, I see one token and 1/3 of a token.
Okay, so you recognize them as 1 1/3 goblins, like the ones you were about to just fight that your bard went in and wrecked. Roll that second stealth check, please. We'll see if they've noticed you peeking around the corner.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna sneaky sneak roll this one.
Next, right there, up I see.
Well, the thing is, though, he's too far away for us to hear him and for him to hear us.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but I was making up what the difference joke.
Unless he screams in agony.
The dice god did not see me with favor.
So if we hear him screaming in agony, everything's not okay. But if we don't hear anything from him, he's fine.
You are pretty certain that this goblin here, the one I'm pinging, sees you.
Shit!
You see him start to get his bow up, and you also, these things here, you recognize they are. There are dozens of broken arrows that lie on the cracked cobblestone floor. A few protrude from 3 crudely sewn human-sized targets hung along that south wall.
Damn it. Computer, can you not crash run for me right now?
No.
This goblin begins to ready his bow.
God damn it. I need to get back into thingy, my Bob.
Okay. It still shows you it's in for me, so.
Yeah, same here.
Well, my computer completely crashed, so I'm not in.
Well,
move
looks
back 1 space to get out of line of view because he knows he's been spotted.
So in other words,
you could have called us over so we could help.
So in other words, fearless leader, Scooch.
Well, the thing is, though, is that we kind of should start making our way in.
You guys don't know anything yet. He went out and was going to come back and let you know what he saw.
Yeah. So
Okay.
fearless leader, Scooch.
Now, before you guys enter, since I've
There we go.
now seen these creatures, I do believe they are medium humanoids.
They can't hear you.
Well, remember, you got to be in the room for us to hear you.
No, I'm saying to the GM, and after looking at these creatures, do I see them as being around medium size?
Yeah, goblins are small, actually, considering small humanoids.
So my shape changer would not alert me. I so keep moving back.
And by the way, nobody fear, she is making her way back in because her computer, as she said, decided to shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think inconvenience happens all the time.
Alright.
Before Nick's not going to enter the room, he's going to stick his hand through the door and do some sign language to the Ulti's rogue.
I believe this is another game of charades. First
Oh my
word.
god, not this again.
No, we are not doing this
we're
again.
It's not charade. It's thief language.
Okay, you know what? Fuck this. If it's hands through the door, I'm opening the fucking door. Fuck this.
The wizard opens the door.
Looking at it, it's like, okay, you could have just opened the door, right?
In front, once you open the door, you see Nyx with his hand out.
You could have just opened the door and came in here and told us all this, right?
I was trying to be sneaky because I was spotted.
Yeah, but at this point, stealth is pretty much out the window. If they spotted us, there's no point to be stealthy at this point.
Exactly.
No, they spotted me. They don't know about you guys. I was going to pre-warn you about how many goblins there were, so we could prepare for a counter-attack.
And there are how many?
How many?
From what I can see, 2 at the front, one's armed with a bow, and he's been taking target practice at 3 dummies on the wall.
Okay, it's a teeny tiny out of D&D problem. My shit is not wanting to load!
What, the game? What, you're at least it's loaded again?
It's not wanting to load, so I can't see this thingamabob. I can't see what's going on. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
Jinx! Don't tell me a story.
Okay, so let's, so, since they know at least you're there, you pretty much gonna be stealthy.
Okay, there we go.
But since from there, what we can do is obviously we wait behind the wall. You at least try to, distract them a little bit, and then we just kind of pop out and go, ha! If that works.
There we go.
I mean, does that at least sound like a decent plan?
I mean, we could send me, the squishy, very lightly armored rogue, to be the distraction, or
I mean,
we could send the walking-talking nutcracker.
I mean, I was about to say, I think I had the same idea of sending the walking-talking nut job over here.
Yeah, it's like, no, we could sacrifice one. Yeah, it's like we could potentially take the one on the boss, or we could send the one that's the most sturdy.
Was that an insult? That sounded like an insult.
No, you're just a gearbox. So.
I'm just saying, yeah, you're probably tougher than us. Plus, and if we go in, we could potentially die, but you might not.
Right.
Just take it as a compliment for now. Probably the only one you'll probably get from me for a while.
Very well, then I will take the lead.
So let's I'm just gonna, well actually then I have to move, I'm gonna move back so you can move in and then I'll move after you.
Ulti, are you back in?
I am, but I can't see, oh, there we are.
I'm gonna slightly follow him, but I'm not gonna go where he is. Just to make sure he's not
follow right behind you and ready my 2 daggers.
I'm gonna stop right there.
I see our quarry.
Yeah, I'm not going past this wall yet.
So,
okay,
shall we do this?
How far is distance from my javelin?
Javelin is a distance weapon. Now, they see you.
As I was about to move, it crashed again. What the fuck?
They see you, so at this point, it's time for initiative roll.
Alright.
Javelin,
crashing.
Any of your weapons, by the way, so if you look at your weapons, it's another thing about your character sheet. If you look at your weapons, if you click on the cog next to Javelin, you'll see a range. It says 30/120. See that?
Yes, I see.
That's 30 feet is your optimal range, up to 120. Okay. So.
Okay, so I can hit them from where I am.
You could throw your javelin at them. I believe you have more than one javelin. Is that not correct? No, you have one javelin right now. So you can throw the javelin, but then you're going to need to move in and do more hand-to-hand because it's a thrown weapon.
Fair enough.
So, all right. But it is that time again. Seems like we just did this.
Turn.
Okay. I feel like we've been here before. Have we been here before? We've been here before.
We've been here before. Okay.
Oh, God damn it! Ah!
Did it? Jesus Christ! Did it again? God damn.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to roll the fucking initiative.
RT.
Fuck sake!
Ulti, what browser are you using for your...
I'm using Chrome.
Try quitting out of Chrome and jumping back in.
That should help.
I'll try
probably
that.
Probably what's happening is her.
I don't think we can continue without her.
Yes. Probably
Minor
her
inconvenience.
CPU
Sorry about that,
is
people.
pulling a lot of power. Chrome is pulling a lot of CPU power, which is causing it to crash.
Yeah.
Chrome needs more power.
Ulti, I can do you one better because this is going to be something. Chrome has a tendency of keeping stuff open. So if you can right click on your task bar at the bottom and click Task Manager. On the taskbar on the bottom of the window and click and choose Task Manager.
Yep.
You may see you'll see Google Chrome under Apps. If
Yep.
you don't, all right. What's the number beside it?
Okay, so wait, so
It says Google Chrome. Is there just one instance, or is it like at a drop down beside it, or like a thing that you can drop down? And Chrome likes to keep instances open for doing it faster for you to go places you've been recently. So,
how could I get that? I think I know what you're referring to, but I'm trying to figure out how to get to this thing.
all right. So, do you see Task Manager yet?
I do not see it.
Okay. At the very bottom, where very bottom of your window, where you have like the date, everything else, that's the taskbar. If you right click on it, a pop-up menu should come up.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
And click Task Manager. You should see under Apps, Google Chrome. What's the number beside Google Chrome?
Okay, so let it load and open. Okay, so, Chrome, Google Chrome.
It should be under the section that says Apps. If you don't see it, it's good. That means Chrome is completely shut down.
Okay, oh yeah, okay, I got it. What number am I looking for?
It says Google Chrome. Is there a number in parentheses beside it?
It says 10.
Yeah, there's 10 instances of Google Chrome keeping in memory. Right click on that where it says Google Chrome and do End Task. And I almost did it, which would have closed down my thing too.
Whoops! Okay, this did it, and it's gone.
That'll close all instances of Chrome. You can reopen and you'll have a fresh thing and it won't be taking up as much memory for you.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yay!
so if that happened, it would just be like do 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 do.
Thank God. Now let's hope it wants to work this time.
It should, because you just got rid of like.
Wait, who else did we lose in the game?
That was me. Yeah. I tried to do the same thing and
I almost did it too.
Like I was so close to doing it, but then I'm not gonna lie, I was so close to doing it myself, but then I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, don't do that.
Do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
what the hell?
Dad got the reference.
And Flutter, we are currently having an issue of your computer hates you. My Chromebook hates me for some reason because if I try to pop out my character sheet to mess with it, it decides to, hey, I'm going to reload your tabs. And I'm just like,
wow.
I say I need a new laptop, but the thing is, this is the new laptop.
That's the irony here.
Yeah.
Well, we always have our troubleshooting.
So,
Yeah, the irony is my old laptop at home works better than this piece of crap does.
So if you Microsoft Edge, there's a new version of Microsoft Edge that's based on Chromium that you may find. I'm just going to post it in the thing. It's just an additional browser, so if you're having issues with Chrome, not tonight, but if you want to download that, it's actually Chrome based. It's much better than the original Microsoft Edge.
I'll take your word for it.
I've had to load it for testing at my job, so.
Okay. Right, so I will have to take a somewhat professional word on it.
Meanwhile, while it's going on, everyone else is just twiddling their thumbs.
Well, to say it's better than the original, all the other Microsoft browsers is not like there's not a real high bar there, but
It's actually, here's the thing. If you really want to know how low the bar is, you could accidentally walk over it and not even know you walked over it.
Yeah.
Like, you could just step over it, and there you go.
it's true.
Okay, so the thing is loading. Give it a minute.
Okay. No, we're not rushing. At least not fully. Come on.
No, wait. We're definitely not rushing.
Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus.
God.
In game, everyone just standing there awkwardly wondering where the fuck I am.
Like, even the goblins are just sitting there just twiddling their thumbs like, come on. We want to get to the killing.
No. Meanwhile, the goblins are going, hey, you ever wonder why we're here?
One of life's great mysteries.
What even is the meaning of life?
42.
42. You know that's life, the universe, and all things.
You just don't know the question.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. You clearly don't understand. Yeah, the question.
Okay,
Yeah.
gathering silver
Level
uplink, gathering streams, I see the turn thing, and I'm somewhat good.
Okay, do you see where you are at least?
Now,
Okay, hold on, I need to scroll through the map and find you guys.
Now roll for initiative.
Well, she needs to be able to
She has to find you first.
I need
You
to be
gotta
able to see what's going on in the goddamn map first.
But do
Yeah,
you
that helps.
But do you
Scroll
really
down
know?
and then scroll almost all the way to the right. Like at least.
Yeah, I know.
A tiny bit down and mostly to the right, basically.
Okay, I know. Okay, scrolling to the right. And there we go. Alright, let's go kill some more goblins.
But you gotta roll for initiative on.
Yeah, I know.
To see if I really am going first, or is someone else going to steal my goddamn thunder?
And
Oh,
you can move outside the door. What is your dexterity gears?
Let's see, dexterity.
Okay.
Let's see, 15?
Load. Come on, character sheet. Come on, work with me.
No, wait, 17. Aim with the 2 on the...
17. Okay, so you're when there is a tie on initiative, the way I handle that is the person with the highest dexterity goes first, so you will go before the goblins go.
Okay, and
Okay, so
hold it. Has Ulti rolled yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Because we need to determine if she goes first.
She could go first.
Or not.
Yep.
Or not, because if she does, then I'll be very upset.
So you'll have got your thunder stolen by 2 separate people in this instance so far.
Now, before
Screw it. I'm letting the thing up on my desktop. It may give me a bit of a headache, but whatever. My laptop is being a piece of shit.
Fair enough.
Did you crash again?
Ish. Okay, now I'm trying to get stuff open. Trying to get it open on my desktop computer, which will probably be preferable. Okay, and I completely forgot the mouse is it's the left-hand one.
Oh God.
Meanwhile, I'm just in my mind, I'm playing the Jeopardy waiting music.
Right.
You know what the worst part is though? Do you know what the worst part about this is though? With him being a robot, he can literally just press a button on his hub and it just starts playing it over his speaker.
So while we're waiting, I have a proposition for the entire group here.
Okay.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna start making dad jokes.
Nope, I'm not making dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But dad jokes are awesome, so I don't know why,
Oh no, why you're so offended by them?
Do you know what the key to comedy is?
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
What's the key to comedy?
Oh God.
What is it?
Oh my God! I know what Oh God! I know what he's gonna say soon.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
It hit me.
Timing.
Told ya.
All right, so here's what I was going to say. I purchased this week a 3D resin printer.
Ooh.
Neat.
The Hiiro Forge link that I sent you guys, where you can make your characters,
Yeah.
has a to get one printed is fairly expensive. It's like $30, $39, something crazy for good material. However, if anybody wishes to make their character at Roll20 and purchase the digital download, which is an STL file, and send it to me, I will print your figure for you.
Shit.
So it's either $7.99 or $8.99 for the digital download. It's not very expensive. But it's the print quality is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
He's already made Baby Yoda, and he's made the Ultimate Nullifier.
Yes, the Ultimate Nullifier is awesome.
And he's also hang on.
You gonna show them what I'm printing right now?
Yes, I am.
It's still printing. It's got another like 3 hours to go. It's the biggest print I've done so far.
Okay. Question: how many of you in here have seen Dogma?
Not me.
I think.
Not me.
Oh wow.
You.
No one's gonna get the reference.
For the love of God.
Literally.
Yeah.
You people disappoint me.
Yeah,
Dog
well,
was
I
gr-
mean, some
Dog
of
was
us have
great.
lives.
You know. I know exactly what we're gonna do.
So you have not. So you don't have enough time to watch a movie? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, wait.
Everybody's
Hold on. Dad, I have an idea. Okay, you bozos. Since tomorrow, I won't be able to do a proper roundup episode. We're gonna do a special TTR of the movies.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
Dogma's good.
And
Now,
so
are you?
That's your cue.
Now, are you going to end up getting it? Copyright thing. You got to make sure your volume's down low enough. All right, hold on a second, guys.
But-
Muting real quick. That is the mom.
Anyway, but yes, tomorrow, since we're not doing a proper roundup episode, I'm gonna put you both through. Put you bozos through Dogma. Because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
So-
but I've got 2 problems with it.
Okay. If a majority of you.
So here's the thing: unless we're doing it by a cast, Ulti can't do it either. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but basically my 2 problems with doing that tomorrow is 1, my uncle's coming down to see me tomorrow to see the lightsabers, and 2, guess what I'll be doing tomorrow?
What?
What's that?
I will be paneling.
Oh.
All right, fine.
These 2 men.
Fine. We'll do Dogma on another day. Hey, but
Besides, I can easily. Besides, DL, I can easily just finish the document and then do that. Wait. What the?
That's that.
Flutter.
That's the dad talking to the people.
So, hon, how close are you to loaded?
In a second, I just need to.
So,
Darn.
how about them nits?
Okay.
Also, a
Okay.
small little
Okay, I
announcement from
should
the
be good
Scotty.
in a moment. Uno
there's a
momento.
Okay, that was weird. My Discord just randomly froze on me.
Okay.
Hey, Flutter, how's it feel?
You wanna know what happened, Flutter?
What?
You were frozen today!
Oh my god! That image, yes.
And see, here's the funny part. My Discord didn't freeze, so hey Flutter, how's it feel?
Alright, everybody.
No.
Chill.
Now you know how it
Okay.
feels.
All right, I'm back. Do we have? We still waiting on Ulti?
Yep, still waiting.
Yeah, I got everything loaded up. Just like let me get into roll 20.
Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, but I have another little small announcement to make about this Sunday. You're probably gonna kill me.
Why?
Bye.
I may or not be purchasing another gunpla that you may or not love.
Which one is it this time?
I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, I need you to be able to use my desktop up more often. But the problem is that like the way the Colchester.
Anyway.
Yeah, but it's time for me to take another dive.
Headache.
Is it the night?
It's not the Justice Night, because that's kept an expensive thing to get a hold of nowadays.
Okay, well then I give up. What is it?
It's original build divers, and you loved the reference it made.
Just out with it already.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be buying the Game Master.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I know you love FD Gundam kits.
Well, it's because I love SD Gundam. Because I grew up with SD Gundam Force, but that's neither here nor there.
Wait, what did I miss?
Nothing. You didn't really miss anything, actually.
I'm actually got myself in this thingamabob that's working.
It's basically we're basically just doing small talk until Ulti gets in here, basically. There we go.
So how was your day today? Oh, my day's just fine. That's good. That's good. What are you doing tomorrow? I'm just doing stuff and thinking stuff.
Why? What are we gonna do tomorrow?
Okay.
So, what we all doing tomorrow night?
Same thing we'd advertise.
We're doing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but I got the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
Pinky, are you thinking what I'm thinking? I think so, Brian. But if we didn't have ears, we'd look like weasels.
yeah.
Say Brian.
What are we gonna do for that, Brain?
I wonder what I should
Anyway.
title this episode of part of the Rising Legends. Any suggestions?
Small talk.
Pinky the Brain podcast.
No.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, come on!
Wait. I got. Small talk. Just small talk.
Yeah, small talk.
No, and then like you did do small talk, just small talk, and then like a couple of ellipses. No, seriously, just small talk.
Okay. Okay, but in the name of whatever the fuck, please work.
In the name that all is holy, please just fucking load already.
Exactly. Since like okay, in the love of everything that is everything, just work.
Yay!
But yes, I'm gonna say this right now. The next movie we do with Free T the movies, I'm putting you assholes through Dogma.
Dogma's
Oh
good.
gosh.
And there you go, hon. You're in.
Here's hoping we possibly get through right back
Let me
after
score for
that.
them out, please.
Here's a fun little bit of trivia because Dogma was a lot of it was about Catholicism, and the Catholic Church did not like it, and so there were a lot of people in that were protesting the movie when it came out.
Right.
And there's actually video of Kevin Smith, who directed and wrote it, went to one of the protests, and as a protester, he had a sign that said "Dogma is dog shit," and he got interviewed on the news as a protester.
So in other words,
here's the question I think we all have asked ourselves before. Who let the dog out?
All of them.
Yeah, the anchors, I think, figured it out when they saw him, but the people interviewing him did not.
Yeah, but the question is, who let the dog out?
Oh God.
No,
Really?
The Baja Men.
No, but seriously though, serious question though, who's seriously let the dogs out? Because they got out like 3 weeks ago and they haven't come back since.
Anyway,
You wanna know who let the dogs out? It was me. I was trying to fucking sleep.
anyway.
Oh God. Okay, as soon as my character...
10 points if you get that reference.
Oh my God.
Okay, as soon as my character page opens up, the goblins can stop asking themselves, what the hell is the meaning of life? And hopefully it results in me being able to throw a bow in their eye, well, arrow. You know what I mean.
Okay, while we're waiting, so I mentioned earlier that I had run a zombie apocalypse game. It was another system called Fate Core.
Yeah.
And I made it myself. Like, I didn't buy a module, I put it together. This was the map of new North American territories that I created.
America.
No, the thing was though, technically there's one thing about that map that should have been different. You should have just made Florida its own thing and just called it just straight up say it's just Florida.
Yeah.
If I was going to do anything with Florida, it was going to be just remove it from the map. It just fell into the ocean. But
you know, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And that makes
that
makes this the North American territories. That's the king of North America, the new North American.
Yes!
There we go.
Yes!
We're good.
We're
Yeah.
good.
We're ready.
All right.
I just had it.
Roll.
Oh, yes, it did go.
She already rolled.
Wait.
I got
I
it.
did.
Wait.
I got a 16.
You got to click your token first, but I will add you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I'll add you the turn order. You didn't have your token clicked when you did it, but I can take care of it.
Ah, goddammit.
Oopsie.
But all right.
Come on!
What is your dexterity?
My dexterity?
Yes, the bigger number, not the bonus. What's the actual like?
3.
What's the number above the 3?
Well, what's
No,
the
I'll
number?
read them a number, but of the 3, well, 3 is the number. 3 is the big number. The small number is 17.
And did you say is Gears was 17 as well, right?
Yeah, I got a 16 on initiative.
Gears, is yours also 17?
Yes.
All right. So you guys will go, but technically your turns happen at the same time. So whichever one of you wants to go first, the assumption is you are moving simultaneously. You have the same dex, you have the same initiative roll. So.
Ooh. Me first.
I don't care. Go ahead.
Whatever.
All right, I'm going to try throwing the javelin.
Now, here's a question for you before you throw the javelin, because I am trying to help you guys learn a little bit. You probably do more damage with your... What's the damage on your javelin?
1d6 plus 3 piercing.
What is the damage on your longsword?
1d8 plus 3 slashing.
So you're going to have more damage on your longsword, and you have enough movement to clear yourself to get to the goblins.
Oh, well, in that case, then I'll go with the longsword.
Remember, move and attack, bonus actions, and that's what you can do during your turn. So,
I just realized something. We didn't check the previous goblins for loot.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so
they had nothing. They
They
had putrid jerky, crappy vinegary wine, and crappy wine sleeves. So there was nothing. They weren't doing. They didn't have much. All right.
Damn it, I was hoping for
So,
gold.
which goblin are you attacking?
the one in the middle.
All right.
And longsword
roll your attack. Yep. Unless you want to drop your shield. That is a critical fail.
Damn it!
Now, that doesn't mean anything happens. here is something that I'm going to ask, and it is your decision because we use it in another game. I don't have them right now, but there's a mechanic that in one of my games, actually both of my games we use, called crit cards. They're critical fail and critical success cards. What that means is when you roll a critical success, a card gets flipped over this deck, and it could do additional stuff like triple damage, quadruple damage, disarms the opponent, good stuff. If you critical fail,
makes you a badass.
But if you critical fail, bad stuff happens. The monsters also get to pull critical fail and critical success cards. So I haven't bought them, but I can for the next game if the group thinks that would be a fun mechanic to add.
I like that.
Okay,
Let's
so
go with that.
basically, to get a success here,
it's a high risk, high reward sort of thing.
Yes, and I find it a lot of fun. It's actually helped us out where crits have been rolled successfully. It's had some funny results like magic spells where there's a crit failure. Someone in one of my games summoned a flock of chickens by mistake.
No.
So,
oh god, cuckos.
So stuff like that. All right. So that is a crit fail, and you miss the goblin that gets out of the way. And now it is Mia's turn.
I am gonna try and blow one of these things in the face.
Oop.
Which one?
Okay, so one to the rest.
That is a hit. So click on short bow to roll your damage.
Great.
And then you do have your sneak attack. Do you remember how that works?
I do not.
Okay. If you'll look on your character sheet under sneak attack,
Yeah.
it says if you have advantage or if you have a enemy that is within 5 feet of one of your allies, you roll an additional 1d6.
Okay, so
Like what Hiiro described.
Yeah, I got it. Got it, please.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
Yeah, at least you didn't roll a crit one. Oh.
And boom! That's how you do it.
Bam!
All right, it is the Goblin's turn. This one that's standing right in front of Gears is going to try to pull his scimitar out and slash him up over the wall, the little 3-foot wall.
Hey, Gears!
What is your...
Go to the dodging school.
And your AC, I believe, is 19. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Then that would be a miss.
Ding ding!
Good, you went to the Piccolo School of Talking.
Wow.
The other goblin is the one that actually saw Nyx enter earlier, and he's going to try to shoot Nyx with a short bow.
Hi.
I believe a 19 is a hit.
Oui, monsieur.
That would be 5 points of piercing damage, and the goblin's turn is over.
See? Next, that is what I told you. You need to be better with your bow.
But Nyx, you may retaliate at this point. It is your turn.
Lassie. A bow is not my style. I'm going to go up to it.
Nobody tell him he shot a bow last week.
Yeah, nobody tell him he was doing that basically the entire time.
Attacking this one here.
He wasn't feeling like himself last week.
He's too drunk off his ass.
Yeah, clearly.
Go ahead and make your attack.
If you miss, I swear to God.
Take it.
Oh, see now that would have pulled a fun crit card.
God.
So click on your damage for that rapier.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. You did not like getting shot at.
No.
He is
Dead.
out.
Dead as doornails.
He was allergic to that rapier.
Dead.
Oh no, my greatest fear! Rapiers!
The bard around the corner. What do you want to do?
I would like to attack the goblin in the middle.
You have to move up first, though.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
You're kind of in the hall.
I would like to attack the goblin in the middle with my rapier.
You need to move up closer. Let's see. You did have room though. Let me see. Let me make sure that you had the movement for that. You have 30, right, in your movement?
Yes.
That's 5, that's 10, 15. Oh, yeah, plenty. You can get right here. You can get right to that spot.
All right, and just
make your roll. That is a palatable hit with the rapier.
What in the... What in the hell?
okay.
Click
am
on
I
rapier and show your damage.
Oh.
Oh,
sorry.
he is really feeling it, but he's not dead.
Oof.
He appears like he is just barely hanging on.
Well, just so happens the goblin here is only mostly dead. This was a mostly dead.
Mostly dead and all dead.
Please open his mouth.
And there we go.
I'm not dead.
I'm not
So let's
dead.
see here.
Dead. I feel fine.
Mr. Bard, do you wish to do anything else on your turn?
No.
All right, then it is Flare, the Dragonborn Wizard's turn.
Okay. Well, I might as well at this point just move into here because there's no point in keeping this secret anymore.
Okay, out of my D&D thingy, how do I tell someone something specifically in the message?
You want to whisper to them,
W.
in other words? Yep, /
yes.
/ W,
please,
and then
please tell me you're not going to do more of that thieves talk with Scotty.
Okay.
/ W, and then
if you look in the chat, she accidentally did it.
What?
I just wanted to mention a small thing to my face buddy.
/ W, space, and then start typing the name of the player.
And it'll autocomplete. But we're trying to trust each other here, right? This is not how to do this.
I know. I just wanted to mention a little offhanded thing that's not of any importance.
You can see it pop up. All right. 1 sec. Let me explain how to do it. / W, space, and then you start typing the name. You should see it pop up below.
Yeah, I got it.
If you click on it, yeah, there you go. Then you type the message and hit enter, and it should whisper to that player.
Oh, God.
I got it.
You do know that even if it's an offhanded thing, it's hard to trust when we don't know what you're saying, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I just want to mention a small little detail that Scotty already missed last week.
Oh, so you're just telling him what he missed last week, whatever.
Why don't you say so?
You could have just said that.
You could have, yeah.
Or you could have just whispered without telling anybody you were doing it.
Or she could have also just, I don't know. She could have also just said the thing he missed out loud to everybody.
True. All right. But is that all you're doing is moving?
Well, I was going to try to finish off the one in the middle, the goblin that's right in front of.
By all means. What you gonna do?
With a magic missile from here, so I'm pretty sure it's 3 of them at this level.
Magic missile.
Hit that. Hit the magic missile. Is the magic missile get any kind of saving throw?
Let me check.
I don't believe it does, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Magic missile. Magic missile.
No, it does not.
It doesn't look like it. Okay.
So that magic missile there is no chance for this goblin to survive that. There's no need to even do anything with it. Don't even need to roll damage. He had 1 hit point left.
Okay.
So that goblin is gone.
He's dead.
There we go.
Huh. So are we the rat busters or the goblin busters? I can never keep track.
Let me just close out of this now since we need that open right now. Well, at least I don't need it open because I can.
No, wait.
The other place.
You know what we are?
Oh God.
We're everlasting gobstoppers!
Oh, good God.
God. Damn it.
I would say we were goblin slayers, but no.
No.
Boo, boo, boo.
Okay, you know, if you're gonna continue with this, you know, we would want to know what you guys are saying if you guys are continuing this conversation.
I was just mentioning how we decided that I was gonna keep track of what kind of.
Anyway,
If that's what it was.
Shall we move on, ladies?
Yes.
All right, there is a door here, of course, on this side. Basically, you see there's a permanent encampment of sorts on at the north wall, and there's a fire ring, several small iron cooking pots, and now 3 dead goblins.
Well, see, since there were goblins already up there, we already know there's potentially something there, but I'd say let's try to check maybe this one first.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this one. So I'm just gonna.
What are you?
I'm just gonna roll perception check and see if like there's locks or any booby traps or anything.
Okay, so you would need to roll you can roll a perception check to check for traps. That's what you're.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Do I see anything?
You do not notice any traps. You do, however, with a little turn of the handle of the door, know that wooden door is locked.
Oh, damn it. Can I try unlocking it?
You can with your thieves' tools.
That's cool.
Okay.
I like that.
The door unlocks. You can tell the door you can tell the lock gives way, and the door is now free to be opened.
Okay, so I'm gonna open the door, and what do I see?
Okay. You look inside this door, and you see that squalor reigns in this low-ceilinged room. A large iron spike is driven into the floor near the door, and a small iron cage is set farther back. Several sets of corroded manacles are connected to the walls, and some bind a few crumbling skeletons. This is a stockade. You see 3 kobolds are bound with crude rope to the iron spike, and a battered gnome lies in the cage, which is almost too small for him.
So basically without any of that contact, a bunch of sketchy shit.
It looks like
the second we go in there, we'll know that anyway. So
it appears to be a stockade.
Huh. Okay.
After you, milady.
Okay.
They're all obviously bound. So
I'm just gonna tiptoe in and see what's going on, and
you may move in there.
And I'm just gonna like tiptoe in and like, hey, what's up?
I'm gonna slowly just to be safe, just to be generally safe. I'm just gonna make my way into.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just chained up. I know how that is.
They look at you.
My.
So, are you saying anything specifically, or just saying what's up?
Basically, it's like, oh, hey, what's up?
The kobolds respond in. One of the kobolds responds in common. Just imprisoned. How about you?
Just moving right behind him, looking for loot. You know how it is.
Okay, hang on. Where is she?
Right
I'm in the
over
bottom door.
here.
You went the wrong way. I'll move you in the bottom.
So, kobolds, what are you in for?
We were just captured by the goblins. We're kind of in a war with them over this control of the citadel.
Oh, well, the goblins outside are dead, so that's not going to be much of a problem.
Yeah.
And this is a gnome that's in a very small cage.
Okay, so what is with the gnome, if I may ask, you gentlemen?
You might want to move. You might want to move over, DL, because I think you're on top of where Ulti is currently at.
Nope.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
No. Oh yeah, you were fine.
Oh, yeah, now you are.
Just...
Now you are.
Why is everybody trying to go on top of the rogue?
Hey, that's my job.
Raising.
So, So if I may ask you, couples, what is exactly with the gnome in the cage?
The gnome got here after we did. Why don't you ask the gnome?
All right.
Hey, know me? Don't you know me?
How's it going? What are you in for?
Well, the gnome's like, months past, I was on my way to seek my fortune and took the old road. You guys remember the old road is what led you to this on the Citadel.
Yes.
It's my bad luck that the Goblin Bandits caught me, and I've been here ever since. My deity's blessings have kept me healthy. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd be dead from starvation or abuse.
I mean,
Hey, God.
God damn it, Scotty! I just saw what you put in the chat. God damn it.
Wait, no. Wait, if I remember from that old book I read, gnomes usually have pots of gold.
Okay.
No,
wait.
that's leprechauns.
You're thinking of a leprechaun, and you are not stealing his gold.
I was saying.
Excuse me.
If I were.
Excuse me.
The gnome says, "Are you calling me a leprechaun? That's racist."
No. I'm just saying if I were to free you out of this gnome.
Be ashamed of yourself.
No. Okay. Let me get my point straight. I was just saying if I were to free you from this cage, what could I get in return?
Why are you here? Why are you all here?
We came to rescue a couple people and maybe collect some gold in the process.
Okay, so but before she tries to collide her too much by saying it's all about gold. One, we're trying to find 2 rings for someone in town, and 2, we're trying to find this little dragon to return to these other the kobolds. I literally forgot the name like 2 seconds ago. Just return it to that basically.
Yusthrall is the name of the kobolds chieftain, and
Well, let's talk about kobolds overall, not just
Calstrix is the dragon you're trying to find.
Yeah.
So you say that,
Along the way, would be nice.
you say that, and the kobolds look up and they like look at each other like and start like clapping, like they're very excited. That's why you're here, doing that.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Do either of you know
And
what's the way of keeping the dragon?
And the gnome says, hold on. The gnome says, you can ask that question in a second. But the gnome says, my name is Urky Timbers. If you release me, I'll be happy to help you on your quest.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
You know, shiver me timbers?
Is there a lock? Is there a lock on this door?
Wow, Nick.
The cage is locked. You
Can I unlock it?
You can attempt to with your thieves' tools. If not, someone may try to. You could potentially try to force it open with a strength check.
I also could make it liquid metal. I could do that too.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
Let me just try it. Hey, let's be civil and have some class about this.
By the way,
That is just enough. The lock opens.
Yay!
Yay!
By the way, question.
What? Come out, little Nomi.
By the way, question here. Question. Hiiro, Ulti, how'd you change your profile picture?
I hit
see
the
the
thing and
little.
I
See the little.
I switched it from as Sienna to as Minea.
Yeah, because if you go to your as in the chat where it says as your name, it'll say as DL or something like that. If you click on that, it'll bring up a little menu that should have your other character. You should have your character name there.
There you go.
Damn it. Dad, you still need
There you go,
change the token.
Oh, I haven't made your new token yet. I'm sorry.
It's not a big deal though.
I can do that for you.
I know.
I can do that for you for next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Flutter, you could do yours for the meantime. I mean, just saying.
And by the way, now that I get a better look at what Nemea looks like, damn, Flair likes what he sees.
Damn boy.
So, Urky Timbers has been released from the cage,
Right.
and he is he is he says thank you very much, and I will be happy to help you. And you said you were looking for some lost human adventurers?
Well, we were looking for we were looking for either them or the I believe it was the signet rings that they were wearing.
The goblins caught 3 of them over a month ago, and they were captives with me in here for a while. They said their names were, and he thinks, Talgin, Charlwyn, and Sir Bradford. And the goblins kept them here. They kept them here only about a week, and then they removed them. Bellic wanted them, and that's the last I heard about it.
I can't. I'm trying to remember the names of the 2 that we're looking for, because I don't think.
Flutter, you're up.
Bart, you're supposed to keep notice shit.
Flutter, names, come on.
Flutter.
I know, I will.
I need the names, because I need to remember if this is the right people or not. I mean, while we're waiting for that, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna just pull some light magic tricks. Like Flair's just pulling some basic magic shit that he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna mess around a little bit. I'm bored.
Query, can you pull a rabbit out of a hat?
Oh, I need a hat. Someone give me a hat.
I do not have a hat. I do not wear hats. Does anyone here have a hat?
I guess I could try. I guess I could try putting a turtle on a helmet.
I mean, hey, Flair, you ever tried pulling a rabbit out of a bucket? Tries to grab Gear's head off.
Do you got a bucket?
No.
Do you got a bucket?
I would like for you to refrain from that.
So,
Where we have a literal bucket head with us.
So Nori does.
Nix, I warn you, I will bring out my long sword.
I will.
Do you have a proper name again, or
I will go ahead and remind you this time, but make sure we're keeping track of stuff that I tell you is important. The 2 that you were looking for were, in fact, Talgin and Charlwyn, and I will put them in chat again so someone can take note of it.
Okay.
Flutter.
Well, he probably had it right down. He just didn't get it open or something like that.
But that's the names of the 2. So in fact, he does say they said their names were Talgin, Charlwyn, and Sir Bradford. Okay. The goblins kept them in here only about a week before they removed them. Bellic wanted them, and that's the last I've heard about that.
And you have no idea where they could have taken them.
No. All I knew is they said they wanted that Bellic wanted them, so I assume they were taking them to Bellic.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would assume if usually when someone says I want this person, then yeah. But we are looking for 2 of them. Sir Bradford, we're not looking for, but the other 2, yes, we are.
Here's a question for you for the group. Who's Bellic?
I think I might know who it is. Is it the Goblin Leader?
I mean, do you know?
No.
I mean, do you?
I don't know.
I mean, I do.
I know you do.
Okay. Yeah, we know you do.
Well, there's someone here who talked about Bellic just now, so I don't know. Maybe they know.
I mean, okay, so I guess I'm assuming it's the kobolds that we were just talking about. So hey, do you know who he is? That guy that they need to take the other 2 to?
The gnome speaks up. He says, "Yeah, I know about Bellic.
Okay, what can you tell us about him?
I've heard the goblins talk about the Twilight Grove that's down below, and a wicked old human called Bellic, a spellcaster, I suspect. He tends an enchanted garden and harvests fruit from something the goblins call the Gulthius tree. But they speak of it only in the most terrified whispers. The enchanted fruit grows on the Gulthius tree."
The Gulthius tree. That is the same fruit the goblin knocked you off in the town, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the exact thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So you don't know about the fruit from the Golthius tree?
We do not. Would you care to enlighten us?
We've just recently heard about this.
Okay. In the midsummer, the fruit.
Ulti, don't think I didn't see that.
In the midsummer, which is what it is now. That's the time of year. It's midsummer. In the midsummer, the fruit that grows restores the spirit and vigor to all those who eat it. In the pale midwinter, the fruit steals the same. Bellic allows the goblins to sell the fruit on the surface, but I don't know why.
Right, and see what? Because
it would seem they have an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is that... I asked the gnome, see this fruit. Does it take and receive after it's been eaten?
Hey, his name is Nomi, and I just declare that name.
It's what?
Does
His
it
name is
kinda
Nomi, as
take-
declared by me.
My name is Urki.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, I
okay.
just heard that.
So,
Urki.
the way you just described the fruit, so during the summer, the person who eats it is invigorated. I'm guessing as soon as it turns winter, they slowly decline.
No, the fruit that grows in the winter is that fruit is dangerous. It takes away life. The fruit that grows in the summer is the one that restores like health and vigor.
What I would see when we were coming here. What kind of season was it becoming?
It was. I said it was mid. It's midsummer right now, so it's the time
so
where it
good.
would be the good fruit.
I may need to make a trip back here during the winter. That could be useful for some assassinations.
So the kobolds are kind of looking at you guys like expectantly, like kind of holding their wrists and their their.
Like, hello.
Oh,
right.
Hold. I shall release you.
Yeah.
He swings his longsword forward, or at what are their chains or?
No, they're just ropes. They could be. You guys could easily untie them. They just can't because they're bound.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm just gonna come over here and use one of my daggers to free these dudes.
All right, no problem.
So
So you let the kobolds go, and they thank you, and they say, "We'll tell Ustral of your progress." And they go out the door, and the kobolds.
Bye guys, let's go Great Falls another day.
Bye.
And the last one's like, "Bye, have fun storming the castle."
And the other one goes, "They'll make it."
It'd be a miracle.
Okay.
Gosh.
All right, so you now have
Also, Nemia, you did not try and pick
Yes.
up one of them, did you?
No, I didn't. Well, I mean, I slightly wondered that they had anything on them, but I didn't pickpocket any of them.
Okay, she's going on the shoulder, picking her up, and shoulder.
Hey, put me down! I was not trying anything! I was slightly curious.
Here's the thing, Nemia. Here's the thing. You don't have to walk if you're on my shoulder, so don't complain.
Okay, fine.
don't lie, Flare. You're just doing it for the view.
No.
So,
No, I'm 90% sure she probably has a dagger to my neck saying, "If you look up, I swear to God."
Urki, how are we going?
Are you both sure? You are not flirting.
Yes!
At least at the moment.
Let's go.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
All right. Are you doing anything else in this room? Anything else? Not in the cage, in the main room. Otherwise, there's a door right here. You guys can address.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's go.
Perception through the door if I can open it.
Technically, Nemia, you have to be next to me because you're still on the shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you roll? All right. So roll perception.
Yeah, I'll move right here. So that way,
Okay.
there's obviously.
So you don't notice any. Bard of the Caltrops. Bard of the Caltrops.
Yeah, I know. Bruh. What the hell?
Ouch.
Bard
Ow, 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 ow. You do not notice anything trapped. Are you going to try to actually turn the knob to see if it's locked? That's really the only way you can do it.
Jesus.
The doorknob seems to turn freely. The door handle seems to turn freely.
Push it in and walk in.
You may.
Hold. Hold.
He's already gone through the door. Nix is a little impetuous.
He's pulling Leroy Jenkins. Also, also, is someone going to help a little friend up?
He's fine. He can get over the wall. I was just not moving him. He'll land softly on dead goblins.
Well, did you give it to rebuttal your Leroy Jenkins joke?
Well, I mean, I would have helped him if I wasn't already on someone's shoulder.
But you're not complaining, so.
Yeah, but at least I still got chicken.
Okay. The room you're in, the north and south walls of this chamber are stacked halfway to the ceiling with ill-made barrels, boxes, and crates. A clear path allows access between the west and east doors. The rest of the party is welcome to move in if they wish to.
Slowly as Nix goes through.
And don't worry about standing on the crates and stuff. That's fine if you need to.
Well,
piece of candy.
I just moved in. So.
Ooh, great. Hey, everyone, can you just put me down a second? I want to see what's inside.
Of course.
I mean,
so you're gonna.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna go back on the shoulder, then yeah.
So the stockpile.
Inspect.
The stockpile in here includes 5 pints of oil, along with a few small barrels that have a label written in Goblin. Can anyone speak Goblin?
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Well, let me see if Urky. So he sees you trying to read the thing, and Urky Timber says, "Oh, I speak Goblin."
Wait, you just let this out?
The things you're looking at, barrels, those small barrels, it's labeled elf pudding.
No.
And turning around and leaving the room.
Yes. Thank you.
That would have led to a very shitty situation.
Wow.
Well. Oh well.
Let's go. Actually, we can go probably this way since there's.
So
yeah, we should be able to go north.
Bart,
wrong way.
Well,
over here.
Out of character question, and when it comes to this, I'm pretty sure Flutter will get this reference. Is this pudding spotted dick?
I understood that reference.
The British pudding is very famous.
There could be some spotted elf dick in there. I don't know.
Christ! So, door to the left. Any traps? Any locks? Oxen that need to be picked?
Well, that would need a perception roll.
Okay.
That's a good question from Nix, and I will tell you that I don't know any DM that does this. Arrows. Keeping track of how many arrows you shot is a pain in the ass. We don't do it.
That's right. I should go down the arrow.
We'll assume you recover your arrows when they're shot, because it really is just not worth keeping track of in game. Arrows are cheap as hell to purchase, so I'm not going to deal with that. So consider your quiver unlimited at this point.
So basically, after we killed the goblins, I just casually walked by and pecked it out of his eye.
Just pull the arrows, yeah. So that's, and it's just, I mean, there are some people that do it, but I don't know any DM that I'm aware of that actually makes someone keep track of their arrows. Nemia, you do not notice the door trapped in any way.
Okay, is it locked?
You would need to try to open it, turn the handle. When you do so, it is...
sorry, wrong button.
Whoops. That's right, it is not, it seems to be opening freely.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to take a peek inside.
All right. Several torches are mounted in crude sconces. They burn fitfully around the chamber, filling the air with a haze. A double row of marble columns carved with entwining dragons run the length of the hall.
Ooh.
Huh. Okay.
I have a bad
Otherwise, you see there's a door, and a door.
Well, I can't see you. The only I can't see all the doors though because of the way the lighting is. I can see some of them, but not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's check
For
this one
God's
first.
sake. Okay, let's door number one.
I'm going to take a peek inside door number 2.
Okay, so I'm check door 1.
You fool!
All
Don't
right.
split up.
Door number 1.
Oh, come on!
You're not even sure it's a door.
What is a door?
And as far as you can tell, Flutter, also you don't see the door trapped if that's what you were trying to look for. It's okay.
Bart, help a girl out!
You can try to okay, and these are all no one notices that first door that Flutter's in front of being trapped. But you can't go in there yet because I didn't tell you it wasn't unlocked.
All right.
So now where's back? Where's back, Rex? Back.
Why did the bard just run into the wall?
Because the door in fact is locked.
Can I try to lockpick it at least?
Well, then get back up here.
Okay.
Use your thieves tools and see what you got.
Alright. Oh,
just enough. The door does unlock.
Alright, there we go. Now,
Ladies
Heather.
first.
Now, I was trying to take a peek through it. What am I thinking?
All right, I'm gonna move you in. Mounted and stuffed animal heads adorn the walls. The mounting job is sloppy, and the assortment of heads include cattle, rats, and other not particularly impressive specimens. A few grisly trophies share the wall with these animals, including a couple of kobold heads. Smashed and broken cabinets and small tables litter the periphery of the room. Mute victims of some sort of rampage. A rusted iron spike stands in the center of the room, trailing a broken chain. Thin patches of frost coat the walls, floor, and debris. Now, let me guess what it's time for.
Head turn, initiative.
It's time for a handout.
Oh, so for a handout.
Oh.
What do you mean handout? What's happening?
Hold on.
I'm going to follow behind them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow in too, actually.
So, someone had a bit.
Hold on. Here it goes. Handout. Ready?
Someone had a habit for someone had a bit of a habit for decapitation.
Oh no!
There's the dragon.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
I believe we found it.
Hi.
The white dragon wormling, Calstrix, is initially out of view behind a broken table. The goblins used the iron chain to bind her, but she broke free and has rampaged through the room, destroying the floor
Alright, everybody.
displays.
Okay, what do we do?
Wait, hold on. Can I try speaking to the dragon and calming it down in Draconic?
I mean, we can speak to it. We can try.
I try to talk to it.
You can attempt to talk to it. What do you say?
Please calm down. We are not here to hurt you.
You know what? Okay, I got something. So, considering the whole, hey, Gears, you're in a party with a literal half dragon, right?
Right.
Right.
I simply wanted to take initiative.
Well, you mean we could have had the dragonborn talk to the literal dragon, just saying.
The dragon says, "I am Calstrix, and I prefer being where I am. If it is your intent to take me anywhere otherwise, there will be problems.
Problems in fact.
Hold on.
What do you take this?
And Draconic. The only people that understand that are Flare and Gears.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, why do you want to stay here? Is the better question.
Oh, my naive cousin. Did you happen to see the cage that those kobolds kept me in?
I don't think personally I might have, but it was probably small, and yeah, I think I'm starting to understand the kobolds in this story aren't exactly the good guys either.
So the open season on kobolds?
I guess you know what that means. Hey, so if you wouldn't mind, if we have to go back and maybe murder some kobolds, would you be up for helping us with that?
Oh my! Again.
I did.
By the way, I'll put Ricky Timbers here too.
Leader had.
Oh, as I said, my naive cousin. What makes you think I'll let you leave?
You son of a!
Well,
here we go.
I believe negotiations have failed.
Well, okay, time to murder us a dragon.
No, we can't.
Are we certain that we cannot simply knock it unconscious?
Yeah, but you heard what the thing just said. It's not going to let us leave. So we're either A, going to have to kill it, or B, knock it out. And knocking it out's probably not going to be easy.
Let's knock it out.
Does anyone have non-lethal message?
I got sleep. I forgot I took sleep. I forgot I took it. Forgot about that. I forgot I took sleep. Forgot about that.
Next looks says equipment, daggers, lethal, rapier, lethal, bow, lethal, poisons, options.
Rapier, short bow, lethal, dagger, lethal, belt, armor, lethal, arrows, lethal, quiver, lethal.
Does everyone in this party not know how to not kill things?
I literally took sleep as a spell, dum dum.
Okay.
I had a hammer. I had him trying to bonk it in the head, but
I feel like I need to make you guys aware of a mechanic that you're not aware of. Sometimes an attacker wants to incapacitate a foe rather than deal a killing blow. When an attacker reduces a creature's hit to 0 hit points with a melee attack. In other words, spell. You can't say you're going to do this with a fireball. It's got to be a melee attack. And it can't be a ranged attack. It has to be melee.
Okay, so I try and hit it with my hammer.
You can knock the creature out. You make this choice the instant the damage is dealt and the creature falls unconscious. So when I say he's at 0 hit points, you can say I want that to be non-lethal, and the creature would fall unconscious and would be stable.
Okay, I'm gonna try and hit this thing with my hammer on the head. To knock it out.
That's 0 hit points.
I do. Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Okay, so if I succeed in initiative, can I do that?
You can attempt to, you do damage as normal, but when his hit points are at 0, when I let you know that attack reduced at 0, you can tell me that you wish it to be non-lethal. That's how that works.
Okay, I got 18.
You forgot to click on your token again, honey.
Yeah, you did. But...
I'll take care.
Damn it, you stole my thunder. Again.
I got 18.
Would people stop stealing my thunder?
No!
Oh my god! Jesus, dude!
Oh, come on, Nex, you're still my thunder.
It's like Torque all over again.
Okay, Nex, whatever you do not kill it.
And give me a moment, because I am also putting Erky into the
Oh, is there a token for the dragon or not?
Oh, I'm sorry. The dragon. I did not realize the dragon was on the GM layer, and because initially you didn't see him until you came in and saw him behind the thing. Let me move him to the correct layer.
Got to roll.
Okay.
The dragon is there.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. Because I was gonna bring that up because there wasn't a dragon for it. So.
I believe we are missing a bard in the turn order.
Yeah.
You're the only one that hasn't rolled yet. Oh, come on!
Okay, next, whatever you do not kill it and do not knock it out yet. I have a pun coming, but I want to be able to hit it first.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, let me arrange our order here. And Nyx, I do believe you have the first turn.
And by the way, my dex is I think it's dex for the thing is an 11. By the way, just to say that.
So I'm going to make my way over today.
What'd you say your dex was, Flair?
It's 11.
Then you will go before.
Yeah, just bring that. Trying to bring that up just for clarification.
Yep. Nope. We got the order correct now.
5, 10, 15 feet. Let's need to check the range on this thing. Because I may actually.
Next, do not kill it!
Really? Are you trying to tell a pun right now while there's a dragon trying to kill us?
Mine is 16.
Yeah, but you're already in the order.
Yeah.
So.
My only problem is if I move in any closer, I'm getting hit and I could go unconscious. So probably best keeping my distance and in such close quarters anyway. So
especially
considering do something before he's fire on all of us and kills us.
Here's the thing: if you would have noticed, there's ice on the walls, not fire.
Okay, fine. Before he freezes us all to death. Haven't you ever heard of frostbite? It's a killer.
I can leave my rapier.
By all means.
Also, Ulti, I got that reference. Boo!
That is a miss.
She said frostbite is a killer.
Hey guys, during combat, I need the side chatter to stop because I can't hear when someone's doing something and no one's hearing what I'm saying. Miss or fail, please. That's okay. I don't mind it when we're doing other stuff, but combat, we need to let the person whose turn is be able to hear them and that thing. So that is a miss. Nyx, is there anything else you want to do or are able to do? Remember, if you try to move away, it is the dragon would get an opportunity attack. Yes, sir. Has a chance to if they decide to take their reaction and do so.
Yeah. So you're just gonna have to stay up there, I guess. As bad as it sucks.
I shall end my turn.
All right.
Draw.
Mia, it is your turn.
All right, everyone, stop! It's hammer time.
Oh my!
Wow.
And that only happens when it's at 0 HP, by the way. So that pun completely moves at the time.
Okay, well, fine. But we will still see how much this thing can do. Okay, can I? Okay, what? Damn it. Okay, so how do I use my hammer just to knock it out? Try and knock this thing out.
Do you have a hammer? So you're going to do an attack with the hammer, but the hammer, I will tell you, you're not going to do much damage with a hammer. One, you're not proficient in it.
Okay.
It's not a weaponized hammer that we're talking about.
Damn it.
So it would do less damage than your other weapons, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And you'd have a disadvantage because you are not proficient to use a hammer as a weapon. You've not trained in hammer fighting.
Okay. Cool.
So I think it's time. You probably, if I was you, I would stop hammer time.
Okay. It is not. Okay. It is not hammer time. It's sneak attack time.
Wait. Hold on. What do you say? Hey, what's ulti?
Sneak attack time.
Then do it.
Okay, so wait, how do I hit the sneak attack?
Well, you'll get the extra 1d6 because if you hit, because you have an ally next to the opponent. So do your regular attack, and if you hit, you can roll an additional 1d6.
Okay, so do I hit this thing or?
Nope.
No, regular attack roll, hon.
So what are you attacking with? What's your weapon that you're attacking with?
Okay, crap. What do I attack with? I don't want to have to kill the thing, but all my stuff is lethal. God damn it!
Well, again,
remember,
when you hit 0, you have a choice. If it's melee, you have a choice to say whether or not you're doing a thing. The rapier is what you want to use.
Okay, fine. I will use my rapier.
Okay.
remember the thing hits 0, obviously. Yeah.
And that is a
Critical.
critical hit. So go ahead and click your rapier damage.
Okay.
That's 15, and then roll an additional 1d6. You remember how to do that?
Yeah, I remember. Alright.
Okay. And Han, when you get the
only one
chance,
that was some hammer time.
and Han, when you get the chance, I'll check your DM then.
And that is a total of 16.
Because I did ask you something a minute ago, Han.
I know.
Okay. And it is the bard's turn.
All right.
Oh God, he's British. Dear God, the Brits are invading.
And just for whatever, this table is on its side. It's not. He was kind of behind it. So
Right.
So you can this square. You can push that table away and move there if you needed to. Same as this table here.
I am going to move up.
Next is going to scan the room for some ladders and some chairs.
And also use my rapier.
Do it.
Do it.
That is, unfortunately, a miss on the dragon.
Oh!
Now, one thing that I will say that we haven't had an opportunity because your combats have been very quick, that the bard should be aware of. Don't forget, you have the ability as a bonus action on your turn to give one of your party members with your inspiring words bardic inspiration, which allows them to add a die to an attack roll or to damage.
Yeah, bro, you couldn't have done that for the other rogue in the party?
Well, he's got to do it on his turn.
Yeah, right.
So anyone who goes before him. Rect, Gears is next, but that's and for those of you who are unaware, this is Bardic. That's Bardic Inspiration right there.
Okay, so spells. Or wait, it's not.
So all you gotta do is tell me you're gonna do that and tell me who you're gonna do it on.
Yeah.
You get 3
I will do it on Nemia.
Okay, so Nemia, you are on your next turn. You can use a Bardic.
Oh, I see how it is.
Bardic Inspiration, and we will let you know that like that. So your token will know. You're really you're super inspired.
Flutter?
Now,
Flutter?
now, Bard, what do you say to inspire your teammate?
Don't fuck up. Don't kill it.
Go forth and knock the dragon out.
Yeah.
Do not kill it.
I shall.
All right.
Also, Rectus, I do not pick favorites.
Yeah, but you know he was going next, so he literally could have done more damage.
Yeah, I understand that, but...
So your Bardic Inspiration, I don't know that you have. It says 4. I'm not sure if that's right, actually. I'll check, but I'm going to... You see on your sheet, it's on the right column on your main character sheet. You have a total of 4, it says right now, but you can change that to 3. You get that many between long rests.
Okay, where would Bardic Inspiration...
Right, it's right below your flaws on the right side, just to the right of your weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your keep track of that.
Okay.
Okay. Out of character, Flutter. That was kind of a douchey move.
Well,
it's the bard's choice.
Yes. Not to mention you were basically saying pick me. So why should I?
That's because it was obvious. I was going next.
Fair enough.
Well, all right. It's done. Bardic Inspiration is on Nemia. Gears, it's your turn.
All right,
the open spot for melee would be right here. You can definitely get there by moving past your...
Is there a chance I can basically whap him on the head with the long sword, or if it hits?
You can attack with the longsword. Remember, if that attack puts him to 0, I will let you know, and you can declare at that point it would be non-lethal damage and knocking the dragon out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what? Let's go for broke. Let's go with two-handed.
All right.
All right. So you throw your shield on the ground, and
come on.
Oh, whoops.
What the hell?
only need to roll it once.
Sorry. I didn't show up for a second there.
Okay. That 15 is a miss.
Damn it!
Oof.
With advantage, it would have been a critical.
Now I will say,
Have no mercy.
I will say, just for strategy purposes, for you guys going forward, any amount of bardic inspiration die would have made that a hit.
Fair enough.
Flare. Well, just combat strategy. But you know what? That's not the end all and be all either. So if you have reasons you want to give someone else, that's that. I'm just giving you advice you can take or leave. Flare, it is your turn.
Well, I don't really see how I'm getting up there, considering everybody took all the available spots right out the gate.
I mean, you've got spell range stuff, don't you?
But
you can't
the thing
move
is,
now.
though, we don't want to.
Oh, damn it.
But the thing is, though, we don't want to kill the thing, and I don't know how much health it has.
You don't. This is true.
Wait, hold on. Did you say you had sleep?
That is true, actually. I could actually.
You could cast sleep on it.
I feel like
try to do that. So let's go with that.
I feel like Mark is purposely not telling us how much health this thing has just to fuck with us.
No,
Well,
you're not supposed to know. We're not supposed to know. Period. That's just how this works.
I will when something gets really hurt. I will sometimes say he looks pretty hurt. I mean, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna use sleep specifically on the dragon and hope that Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, hold on. So I'm going to cast this as. Oh. Actually.
Wait. No, fuck.
Well, that's not what I meant to do. Don't mind that. That's not what I meant to do.
What happened, Ulti?
Nothing. That's a personal thing. Side note, not important.
Guess I'll cast it at. Yeah, I'll have to cast it at level 1 then.
All right. Can you pop the text of sleep up? 17. Oh, hit points of creatures. I'm gonna pop in your character sheet real quick to look at that spell if you don't mind.
I'm already in the spells tab, so it's right there.
Perfect. Let me open that up. You do have a problem though. You've got sleep.
Oh, right, yeah.
But you don't have it prepared.
Right. So I'm gonna have to. I think I'm just gonna have to move up. You know what? If I can't do that, then I'm just gonna move up a little bit because that's the best I can do right now. Then, because everybody took all the spots right there, and it would have helped. Maybe have somebody else take too.
If I could move, I would give you an open path.
A lot of people could have thought of this beforehand, but that's besides the point.
All right. Is there anything else you need to do or want to do, Flare?
There's nothing else I can do because I can't get close enough.
Fair enough. All right. I need to find something. It is Caltrix's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Never fought a dragon before, have you? Let's see.
I mean, it might have also helped to have the dragon who has some resistance against what this thing has. Would have been nice to have the dragon up there.
If you wanted that, you should have said something.
Oh, I know. I didn't know I had to say something about my literal dragonborn.
Can we all just chill?
It's amazing that you said that.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Would have been real fucking nice not to have me up there, now wouldn't it?
So, I would like for both Flare and Gears, because you do both know Draconic, to roll me a history check.
Okay. Well, actually, hold on. Let me see something right here.
Check. Okay, I got it. Okay, click and roll here.
Hold on. Before I do anything. Well, the thing is, though, let's see here. There's actually a chance that, because I do have my background with the researcher. So so there's something with that may happen with this. But I'll still roll it either way, so it's there.
All right. I will say the 11 is enough. You do know that dragons, white dragons specifically, the breath weapon that white dragons use is cold. And the dragon inhales deeply, and a 15-foot cone, which should hit, I believe, honestly, everybody. Let me go get a 15-foot cone on the thing here. I believe will potentially hit everybody but Gears, because he's kind of off to the side. And
Okay. So.
all right. Well, this is a cone of fire, so we'll.
It'll be fine as long as it works. So
Yeah. So 15. 3 by 3. So this 15-foot cone from Caltrix.
I'm pretty sure it would need to be turned because it's coming from him. So
Yep, and I didn't do that long enough. So that's 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, it will not hit because of the orientation where it has to be. It will actually not hit the bard, or it will not hit the bard or the Nyx. So, or Urki.
Hit me!
It's only gonna end up hitting the Nemia and Flare. So what I need you guys to do is roll me a big icy blast of hail comes out of the dragon's mouth, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. That's in the saving throw section.
Where's the saving throw?
If you'll look above where your skills are.
There it is.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
no.
Okay, saving throw. So what do I hit? Oh, it's Constitution, right?
Yep. Okay. Those are failed saves.
Oh crap.
Are we ready? Are we ready for the boom?
Oh, fucking
no.
Too bad.
Yeah, too bad.
Oh yeah. Coming to you guys weren't getting hit by this thing. Yeah, sure. Too bad.
I'm not saying anything. Next is just going. Oh well.
The tiefling rogue and the wizard dragonborn both fall unconscious.
Really? I thought it went off of your. I thought it was like hit points plus con, and then it's like past that point you're pretty much gone.
It is 0 at this point. Now, your turns as you go forward, you will start to make, unless someone in your party takes their action to stabilize you or something else heals you, you will start making what are called death saves. And you will see them in your character sheets. There's a death save section. So right now, both Nemia and Flare's hit points have been reduced to 0. They are in danger. They are in danger of dying.
Remind me. Hey, how exactly do you whisper to someone?
/W and then space and start typing their name, and you'll see it show up down below. Click on it, hit a space, and then you type your message.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
that is the dragon's turn. Erky Timbers moves up here next to Flare, who is closest to him, and casts.
Cass.
You have your hit points back. He casts Cure Wounds.
Woo! And we back up, boys.
But Namiya is still unconscious. So
yeah, so I just knocked this fuck out. I just.
Or if there was a paladin going on, they would just go, lay on hands.
No.
Nyx, it is your turn.
Oh, wee.
Wait, hold on. I know exactly how we can figure out how Namiya is still alive. Poke her with a stick.
The looks of the dragon board, no, that stick.
I got a cordyceps dome though. I'm not thinking that weird yet.
Pokey with the rapier?
That is a hit.
Actually poke her with the rapier.
Roll your damage. All right, and you have your 1d6 for sneak attack because you have enemies, allies around. All right. I will say, this dragon is looking pretty hurt.
Okay, so we've got most of its HP down.
At this point, do you have anything else you can do, like to do, Nyx, on your turn? Very well, very good hit. Yes, no, Nyx?
No, I'm just going to stay here.
All right. Namiya, I need you to click on your death saves.
Where do I go for that again?
All right. If you look above your, I believe it's right. Let me look at a character sheet. Hold on.
It should be right about the attacks and spellcasting. You should see 3 little boxes that say 3 successes, 3 failures, and then you should see a death save button below that. Right below temporary hit points.
You want the roll to be a 10 or higher.
Okay, okay, so... Oh yeah, death save. Okay, so I just said death saves?
Click on it.
Yeah.
All right. Click one of the boxes.
Under failures.
Okay. I'm gonna die!
All right. So it's a good time. It's a good time to talk about death saves. So death saves in 5e, when you drop to 0, you start making on your turn saving throws for dying or not, basically.
Yeah.
You want to roll above a 10. This is kind of like a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
All right. So if you start with 0, you make saving throw, and it's not tied to any like ability. There's no bonuses basically to a death save.
There's no way to help this. It's either you roll it or you don't. Basically.
Right. There's no bonus. It's a success or failure. If you have 3 successes, you become stable, which means you're at 0 hit points, but you're stabilized and you're not dying at that point. You're basically just unconscious. If you roll 3 failures, you're dead.
You're gone.
Now,
crap.
The best way, if you can't heal a creature with 0 hit points, is to stabilize it. You can use your action to administer like a first aid on the character. If you do that, it requires a DC 10 medicine check. And once you're stable, you just remain 0 hit points until someone heals you. Right. Or you are asleep for 8 hours, in which time you heal with long rest rules, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that. Sorry about the death save, Namiya. Hopefully, your comrades will either assist you or dispatch the dragon and then just assist you.
The thing is,
Rex.
leave the administering part to me, since I'm going last, pretty much. Leave that to me.
It's
all right.
practice medicine.
Mr. Bard, it's your turn, Rex.
He said he had to step away for a moment.
All right, so do we want him to come back?
God.
Good old BRB Flutter, am I right, guys?
Our
Start the
BRB
Jeopardy
master.
timer.
Yep.
You know, I actually have a timer on my phone. Hold on, I'll start it right now.
Do it.
How about them local sports teams?
And Hun, I'm assuming though after this, we're probably do what we normally do after this and go into a DM call to talk general stuff, probably.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
sure, why not?
Cool. That'll work.
We're running a little bit over, but we will finish this combat and then
Yeah.
call the evening here. So we'll
Yeah.
let you do what you need to do in the room. Otherwise, look around, investigate, do what you need to do with the dragon.
Basically, do just the stuff.
You know, guys. If someone were to basically find a way to ensure that both entrances are covered, this might be a good spot where we could rest.
We could do that actually. We could prop up some of the tables on the one door. And,
Now
prop
you
us together.
only need 30 minutes to use hit die to recover. Remember, like a 30-minute rest.
Oh yeah, let's actually just do
but
that.
you can't take a long rest yet. It hasn't been long enough time to actually sleep 8 hours. So
we'll do a short rest then after we're done.
Yeah, short rest. After I'm stable and not dying.
Oh, that's done. That's why I said leave it to me since they're still able to go. That's why I said I'll stabilize you before the dragon goes, because that way at least can be stable.
I'm gonna make a call. We're gonna give Flutter.
I'm already back. I was just getting dinner.
That's fine. It is your turn. The dragon.
You're gonna jump on. He shall appear.
Dragon looks very hurt.
Attack it! Go for it! Go! Do it!
Knock him out! Knock him the fuck out!
Go!
Just do it! He doesn't do it.
He doesn't do it. He fucked up.
Yeah, God damn it! What did you get? One job!
Oh, fine!
Alright. Anything else you want to do on your turn before it is Gear's turn?
Oh, you might want to maybe, because I think he still has the inspiration, so you might want to.
He has several. Yep.
Yeah, you might want to.
That's done as a bonus action on his turn. Yes, so you can do that.
Yeah, so I'm saying you might want to, just for the sake of helping everyone else do a little more damage against him.
So I'll use Bardic Inspiration.
On who?
Inspire people.
On Rectus.
All right, Gears, you're inspired. What are you gonna say to Rectus to inspire him? I'm gonna make you do that every time, by the way.
God.
Don't miss.
I love how the way you said it too. It makes it sound like I'm sure about like don't miss, like please.
I would have gone with Domo Arihito, Mr. Roboto.
Okay. Now it's my turn, isn't it?
It is your turn. With your two-handed sword, your shield is still on the ground.
Yeah.
Just go for hitting it.
And all right.
That is a hit.
Oh yes.
And I am going to into.
Here.
And it's a non-lethal hit. It's not lethal hit.
Well, you roll the damage, and I'll tell you if it reduces 0. That point's when you get to tell me if you want it to be non-lethal. All right. Yeah, it definitely was enough. So non-lethal damage, I'm assuming, since you've all been saying that.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You basically swing a very good swing, and at the last minute you turn the long sword so the flat of the sword bonks Caltrix on the head, and the body falls limp.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
All right.
So
bonk
on the head, and that will do it for the evening. I will put in. I need to do XP calculations for tonight.
Okay.
Would you like to give me 5 minutes to find out if you leveled up?
Yes, please.
Or do we want to? All right.
Yes.
Let's hear.
All right. Then give me a moment.
Well, see, the thing is, Hunt, I know what you're about to ask, and after the fight's over, you're gonna be stabilized, honey, because the 30-minute rest thingy. Remember?
Yeah.
But Nope, she still has to make no one stabilizer. She still makes death saves, but it doesn't matter because Urki comes up and goes, boop.
There you go. Booped her on the nose.
7 points. She's back in.
He just walked over and just went.
Even though she can't say anything in game, considering Ulti's headphones died.
Boop on the snoot. All right. Let me do some quick. I'm going to mute real quick to do some XP calculation, and I will be right back to tell you where you are.
Okay.
All
right.
Well, that went well. So next time, Flutter. Let's try and think of strategy first before favoritism.
Hey, let everybody play their game.
Fair enough. Sorry.
We're not gonna jump on people for their choices in the game.
Fine. I'm sorry, Flutter.
You're fine. Well, for you.
Well, see, here's the thing. I mean, he could have gone over to you first because, I couldn't really do nothing because everybody took the available spots at first. So, it would have been better for him to go to her. But hey, whatever.
Does anybody want to tell me how you did the cool gifts?
Huh?
You know the thing where DLBot's just so happy to have Optimus Prime swinging his sword.
That's easy. I'll tell you how. Okay, when you go into
tell me later.
No, well, I can tell you now since we're waiting for our DM. But okay,
yeah.
Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the settings on your character sheet. Click the gear and scroll down to description. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put put a dash and then brackets. It's behind what you're gonna call it. Like, for example, the two-handed longsword I called THL sword. And what I did was I put in a GIF link. Put it in quote. I'm trying to think of the word.
Let me scroll up and see if I can find it.
Put it in these.
So far what he's basically saying is it's basically something like that, but obviously it'd be the name of the weapon and the gift in question.
Yeah, it can be any GIF you want. It just has to go in that way, otherwise it will not register.
Yeah, and I have to find some staff related GIFs soon. I gotta find that at some point.
Hang on.
Okay, I'm looking in the settings thing on my character sheet. I did not see that.
Okay, click on the in your weapons, how if you hover over your one of your weapons, how it has a little cog that appears.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that and it'll bring up a thing, and then at the bottom of the entire list it'll have a description.
Oh my god. Hiiro, I found the perfect gift for you. For your quarter staff.
I'm technically gonna need two because I have one hand and a two-handed.
Well, yeah, but this is perfect for one of them.
Oh God!
Everybody,
yeah.
Welcome to level 2.
Oh, level 2, bitches. What?
So, if anyone needs help leveling up their character, please let me know.
I am just changing my level.
We're gonna call it right now. We're doing max. I don't believe I made anyone roll for hit points. You took the max hit points. I like doing it that way, especially for new players. So each level you will get your max hit points. So whatever your hit dice is, you should have a hit die number on your sheet.
So it should be something like
It will be, for example, Flare, on yours it says see how yours hit die says D6?
Yeah.
That's you add 6 to your current hit points.
Oh my
Whatever
God,
it says next to hit dice in parentheses is how many you'll get each level.
wow.
Sorry. You'll get that plus your Constitution modifier, so you'll actually get 7.
So basically, I go from this to this.
You go from 7 to 14.
Okay. What's that? What's it put us at? How much experience did we get? So I can kind of keep track of myself.
I'll give it to you. Your total right now, if everyone wants to put in your experience, your total is 384 experience. You level up at 300.
Okay. How much do we need for the next level? Just so I can keep track
Next level is on.
Okay, 384 experience points.
So level 1 hits at 300, or level 2 hits at 300. Level 3 hits at 900.
Okay, just keep I'm keeping track of that more for the sake of myself, other people.
That's fine.
900. Okay.
So did
character mental.
in Roll20, I do have the player's handbook, which is should be accessible to everybody. That detail. So if you click on the compendium on in like where the chat window is, you should be able to search on your class and find out what you get at level 2.
Well, the thing is, though, is that I recently put the XP in. It also did pop up a little thing in my XP thing saying character makes a level up. So.
Oh, very good. Okay. For example, there's stuff. Bard gets Jack of all trades and Song of Rest, which will help you. That's the thing I was talking about last time. Bard also gets an additional level 1 spell slot and 1 additional spell known. So just if you look if you look up classes under the if you type in classes in the compendium, you'll see classes under rules, and you can look up your character. And if you click on it, it'll take you in and tell you what you get at your level.
Well, the thing is, though, he's giving us max, so whatever it is, you get that plus whatever your mod potentially is.
I don't know how to do that with this character mental level ups. Don't give me the option to pick max.
Okay. So my bard gets finally able to cast a few spells. I now have fighting style.
Paladin.
Paladin, whatever. Yeah, right. Paladin. I can now cast some spells. I have divine smite, and I have fighting style, and I now have 2 additional spell slots.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'm just.
All right, guys.
Hit points 1, we already.
Good game. Dragon was dangerous. Not a very good fight. And I'm gonna take off. And if anyone has any kind of individual questions, hit me up in the game channel sometime this week if you're having problems or you want me to double check your stuff. And I'll do that. Take time with you personally, and we will get sure everybody's up to level 2 properly before next week. Good job.
All right. And that is going to do it for us this week on The Rising Legend. It's time for the sign-offs. Flutter.
Yeah, I'm back.
Flutter.
Yeah, I know.
What do I do?
That's not what I meant to do. I'll just go close that. All right, so
are we signing off?
Yes.
D for HP, so that would be D8.
All right, the DM's gonna sign off. Good night, guys. Good work. Sleep well. I'll most likely kill you next week. I'm out.
Is that gonna be your catchphrase from now on? And he's gone.
Yeah, it probably is. And
Okay,
by the way,
so
you might have wanted to stay in there, hun, because you needed to work. We're obviously all working on upgrading our character.
How do you roll for HP?
He's giving us whatever your hit die is. You know, next to your hit die, how there's like a 1d something.
It's D4. So
He's giving you that as max. What do you have for a common? Do you have a 1 or 1?
1, yes. So that would be +5, so 9, 14.
Okay, that's your. Because he's giving us max.
Okay.
So yeah, hon, you might want to also go through and obviously.
Anyway, guys, sign off.
What's up?
I have in your flamboyant flyer saying. I have in your flamboyant flyer putting an 98 saying Sauron flyers.
Ulti has been, and your savage mean and queen, and she is reminding you not to dance to Q-Tama dancing.
No, bullshit. She's reminding you to dance to Q-Tama dancing all the time.
No. This week she's not actually. But anyway, Scotty.
I have been your wonderful rogue Nix, and I will tell everybody, this is the best thing before you run an adventure really calms my nerves.
So, what are the two news? Oh, go
ahead. And finally, Hiiro.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm slightly paying attention to the character level thing. But I have been Hiiro, Spirit King, and this Dragonborn's about to get a lot more deadly because he's going to be potentially learning some new spells.
Okay,
Anyway, and I, of course, have been your kind of beloved overlord, a brother god extraordinary, DLBot 15, reminding you that I'm just a passing by Toku fan. Remember that? That's, be sure to tune in and tomorrow for an addendum to our recent episode or to the roundup, because we have some news to cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was that?
I don't know. Oh.
Okay.
But actually, the thing is, Flutter felt a little bit bad about not being included on the topic last week, so I'm going to actually add something different to the topic.
Han, we'll go into this when you and me go into a DM call. I'll run you through how to do this. Okay.
Okay, Flutter. I'm gonna DM this to you, and you can tell the others.
Hiiro, can I join you guys? Because I need some help working out how to do the HP.
Oh, okay, Scotty. Actually, I can do this right now for you. For the hit dice, what's the little it says what, like 1D, what's the number after the D?
No, I know that. It's just, see when I go into the character mount, so I should do the HP.
Oh, it should be whatever your current
anyway,
max HP is.
Anyway, we're rambling a bit, but tune in tomorrow, folks. We'll see you next time.
Mm-hmm.
We're off to go level. We're off to go. Fix our characters. Bye.